Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Saurabh Khattar and I represent Integral Ad Science for India market. And today I'm going to speak about driving brand reputation and performance in the festive season. And I'm going to share a lot of numbers with you today. You know, some stats that will shock you and some numbers that might help you save a few crores for your next campaign. Okay, amazing. You know, as both consumers and marketers, we are witnessing the acceleration in content creation and consumption both. And the numbers are staggering, it's just growing. Also, it's not just the content that's accelerating. Today's media environment, today's digital ecosystem is growing complex day by day. Because every impression, every click, every swipe, every digital interaction leads to a lot of data. It leads to a lot of signals. But without a unified approach to connect those data, those signals, they become noise in the background. It's more of overwhelming rather than actionable. Let me share some interesting numbers with you. You know, today 50% of text and image content on open web and social is AI generated. And by 2026, it's going to be 90%. Just think about it. And adding to that, today in 2024, 149 zettabytes of data was created, captured, and copied and consumed globally. This is the amount of data that was consumed. And meanwhile, almost a user is spending 2.5 hours on social media each day. And this media environment is not just fast, it's so overwhelming. You know, the risk signals are getting harder to spot. Marketers are under pressure. They're asked to do more with less. Less time, less budgets, less, less margin for error. And this means that every decision, every impression needs to count for that marketer. And when marketers are drowning in so much data, when there is so much noise, are you actually measuring your ads? Are you measuring the signals that actually matter? Are you measuring the signals which can drastically improve the performance of your campaign? Let me take a very interesting example for you. Let's say for your next festive campaign, you have a budget of 10 crore rupees. You have got a solid plan. You have got top-notch creatives and all your media partners are aligned. But what if I say up to 25% of your ads land around unsafe and unsuitable content, which can tarnish your brand's reputation. And approximately 9% of our ads are not even served to real humans. It's fake websites, inflated impressions, or bot clicks or bot views of the impressions. And another interesting number, you know, in India, approximately 40% of the ad impressions are not even being viewed. So just think and imagine, out of that 10 crores, 40% of your ads are not even being viewed. 4 crores of money is just being wasted. And then there is no attention also, right? So just think about it. If you would have spent that 10 crores on quality impression, how much you could have saved. So at IS, we make sure that we help you measure all these metrics, optimize on these numbers, and then have better performance for your campaigns, better CPRs, better, lower conversion costs, etc. Okay, moving to the festivities. You know, festivities is around the corner. And this time is really thrilling for marketers. This is also a very terrifying time for the marketers. Marketers are spending a lot of money, a lot of budget is being spent on festivities. So recently at IS, we have released a holiday shopping guide, like literally yesterday. And I'm going to share a few numbers and insights which will be useful for you. So we found that 82% of the consumers say that they are planning to do more shopping this season. Just think about that for a second. It means your biggest competitor is not some shop down the street. There are other advertisers. Scroll on someone's screen. So in this moment, it becomes more important for an advertiser to see where and how their ad is being displayed. And 94% of the consumers say that online advertising is helpful in making it easy to find the products. So people are not thinking of ads as interruptions this festive season. They're thinking about it as some recommendation or discoverability thing. And what is kind of influencing consumers' purchase decision? In this research, we found there are two major things. First is festive related guides, things like gift guides, recipes, decor, etc. And second is something we Indians really love, big discounts, big offers. In other words, consumers aren't just buying the products, they are buying into the festive experience. They want that experience. And the ads that actually connect best are the ones that feel that part of celebration, right? And not just this another simple banner. And here's where it gets even more interesting. As per our previous IS context research report, 73% of the consumers say that they prefer to see the ads which match the surrounding content. Think about it, when you are reading a Diwali recipe blog or you're seeing a video and you see an ad which talks about kitchenware or you see an ad which talks about festive sweets, it feels natural. But if you see an ad about car insurance, it feels like a background noise, right? And consumers are telling us loud and clear that context matters. And why does context matters? Why it's so important? As per our research, we found that contextually relevant ads boost your brain detail memory by 36%. This means consumers remember your brand messaging, your CTA, all the branding elements better. It goes deeper. It increases, the contextually relevant placements increases the emotional intensity by 43%. In plain terms, the right ad in the right place makes consumer feel something, right? And those emotions drive sales. Now, here's the ad tech industry problem on how ads are usually targeted. Most keyword-based targeting tech stops at the word itself. You see 4 keywords on the screen: love, fear, joy, stress. Love and joy are a little more positive keywords. Fear and stress show a different emotion. But when you see these keywords in the complete headline, the complete sentiment and connotation of that headline in the page changes, right? And think about your own experience. Let's say you are reading up an article which has a keyword Diwali. There are 2 articles. One says Diwali has united a family. It has a sentiment of togetherness, coming together, right? And there's another article which talks about there was a conflict during Diwali, right? Both have the keyword Diwali, but the sentiment is completely different. And performance lies in those small nuances. You miss the sentiment, you miss the sale. And at IS, we have built a solution which goes beyond keywords. It understands the meaning of the page. So we have built this cognitive semantic technology which uses natural language processing. It reads the page just like a human brain does, just like you and me read the page. We read and understand the emotion of the page, sentiment of the page. We read the page as the way the author has intended it. And this technology is powered by a comprehensive knowledge map, which has over 350,000 concepts and so many other numbers, which I'm not talking about right now. But what it does, let me share an example of one small knowledge map for you. It's a very small example of a knowledge map. It says the word mammal here. This technology is able to understand, okay, cat is a mammal, whale is a mammal, or cat has fur. It tries and understands all the different parts of that word. And hence we are able to understand the emotions of that page. and make sure that your ads are in a contextually relevant placement, which actually are not, which is actually very credible and impactful, which not feels like a random ad or wasted or awkward. And how can you use this technology? So you can use this tech to target or avoid hundreds of different segments which are based on natural language processing and which uses sentiment and emotion analysis. And this tech has actually helped multiple brands to improve their performance. Let's talk numbers. I have a case study which we did with Samsung. So we did this with Samsung. They used our IS context control technology, and we saw some amazing numbers. 300% higher CTR, 57% lower cost per quality traffic. I'm not just talking about cost per traffic, cost per quality traffic. And then 65% lower CPC. This isn't optimization, this is transformation. And when you are planning your upcoming festive buying, your consideration shouldn't be how much money you are spending. It should be, am I measuring my ad? Am I optimizing it? And am I targeting in a right way so that I can save money, cut down those wastage? So thank you so much for your time. That's all from my side today. And happy festivities. Thank you.